What's the real issue in your case? It's not all the events leading up to the critical issue. It's rather the issue itself. What's the dispute? Where is the wrongdoing? What did the doctor do to violate the basic standards of medical care, causing you harm? You want to learn what this is about? Come join me for a moment as I share with you some really cool information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury attorney practicing law here in the state of New York. Many times, in order to get to the real issue in the entire case, I have to listen to hours and hours worth of information from the potential client, from the person who wants to bring a lawsuit. I have to scour through hundreds and thousands of pages of medical records to identify exactly what the real issue is. So let me give you a great example. A gentleman suffered an injury to his eye and went to an emergency room to get his eye looked at. The nurse practitioner who saw him and examined him told him that he had nothing wrong with him except for a scratched cornea. Well, it turns out he had a hole in his eye, but the nurse practitioner never even realized it. And as a result of that, when the patient finally recognized this problem when he went to another doctor 2 days later, he ultimately lost all usable vision in that eye. So what was the real issue in the case? Well, let me share something with you. The patient and his family came to me and told me a whole long-winded story. You want to know why? It's because the injured patient, the injured victim, doesn't know what the key issue is. They know that a series of events have occurred, they know that something bad happened, and now they have to live with that bad injury for life. That's what they know. So it's my job as an attorney, and by the way, this is actually something that they teach us in law school. It's called issue finding. What are the real issues in the case? Where's the dispute? What's the problem here? So in a medical malpractice case, we look to see what the doctor did wrong. Was there malpractice? Did the doctor violate the basic standards of medical care? You know, we hear all the time that doctors have poor bedside manners. Okay, that may be true, but that's not what caused your injury. I know that perception of a doctor not treating you well in the hospital really affects you personally, affects your feelings, and I understand that. But the bigger issue is, what is it that the doctor did wrong that now caused your injury or was a cause of your injury? Because that's what I have to look at. That's what my medical expert has to look for. And only if we can find that there was a clear violation from the basic standards of medical care that was a cause of your injury, only then can our expert confirm each of those things, and only then are we permitted to start a lawsuit on your behalf. So my goal as the attorney who's evaluating a potential case is to identify what the issues are. Where's the wrongdoing? Did that wrongdoing cause injury? Is there a connection, a link between the wrongdoing and the injury? And if so, is the injury significant or permanent? You know, I acknowledge you're watching this video because you likely have questions or concerns about your own particular matter. Well, if your matter did happen here in New York and you're thinking about bringing a lawsuit, but you have questions that need to be answered first, what I invite you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your legal questions. You know, this is something I do every single day, and I'd love to chat with you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at oginski-law.com. That's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a great day.